one. It's about astrology. If in between, if you have any questions, just feel free to raise your voice. Okay.
Okay.
Astrology, it raises a lot of questions whenever I hear this topic or whenever I think about it. And I would want to teach you a couple of idioms also here. One of them is written in the stars. Did you go through the document, by the way, before coming to the session?
No, I haven't checked
Okay.
the idiom or vocabulary.
Okay, no problem. I'll just discuss a couple of idioms with you. One of them is written in the stars. It means if it is meant to happen. When we always say that, right, it is already decided that this will happen. So you'll say, if it is written in the stars, then I would end up going to New York, right? This can be one sentence, right? If it is written in the stars, or you don't have to actually use if every time. You can use something else also. You can say, it is written in the stars at this session. At the end of this session, I will discuss your mistakes. I think it is written in the stars now. You tell me a sentence where it is written in the stars, if you have understood the meaning.
Written in the stars. Okay. I think the corona and the pandemic was written in the stars.
Were written in the stars. If you're referring to them as two different things, corona and pandemic, you can also say the COVID pandemic was written in the stars. It was meant to happen, so it happened. Right?
Yeah.
Fine, you're right there. Next one is if the stars align, right? The stars align. Not if the stars align, but the stars align. Meaning is the right conditions or circumstances occur for something to happen, right? So, like Mr. Shah Rukh Khan says, "Sari kainat milane mein lag jati hai," something like that, right? So this is in a way the same thing. So if the stars align, if everything falls into place, as we say in English, if everything falls into place, then this would happen, right? So if the stars align, then Ramesh would go to New York. I can make the same sentence, or something else also will be fine. If the stars align, then it would rain tonight. That can be there. To make some event happen, when you say this statement, if everything falls into place, then this would happen. If everything goes well, then this will happen. Okay. Like that. If the stars align, then India will become a $5 trillion economy very soon. If the stars align. Yeah, like that.
I think like if the stars align, I will become a language expert in future.
Yeah, for sure. And the stars will surely align, I believe, in this situation. Okay, let's hit the topic now. I'll ask you some questions in between. You can also ask me some questions. Let's make it a very lively conversation. Mostly what happens is here, people get interviewed by me, usually, right? So you also ask me questions so that we can make it a lively conversation. Okay. Fine. Do you believe in astrology? What is your first thought?
Like I am somewhere in between. Like sometimes I believe when I listen someone's story related to based on astrology, and sometimes I don't believe because like there is an like what I can say, like people have that confidence, but after that after the work they need to focus on, after they get the result opposite what they didn't expect. So I don't believe at that time. So yeah, I'm not sure about it.
Not very sure about it. I think most of the Indians are somewhere in between. We somehow believe it when things fall into our favor. When we hear, okay, you are going to have some good day today, then yeah, we will believe it. But sometimes some adverse thing is written, and then we think, no, it's all untrue, right? It is not going to happen. Like when sometimes it is written on my horoscope that you will meet with an accident or something like that, some injury. Then I say, no, all of it is just a fallacy. It's just lie, white lie, I say. Yeah. But when it is about something good, that you're going to have some monetary advantage, and I say, yeah, it is all true. And maybe I'll get something good today. So that happens.
But I love reading horoscope every day. I start my day with reading horoscope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've stopped doing it now. I used to do it, but now my father does it for me. I think he shouts in the house every morning. He says that, today in Dhanu Rashi, this is happening. In this sun sign, this is happening. So he does that. Okay.
But I don't like understand the chart of like 4th house, 6th house, and the sun is. Yeah, I don't understand.
That is why we are not astrologers. It requires a lot of study.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were an astrologer, Whose future would you like to predict in the country? Any famous personality or something? Or what would you like to predict?
What would I like to like?
Hmm.
First thing is I would like to predict myself, my life, what I'm gonna do,
Okay.
and what is
Hmm.
my purpose of being here on the earth. And
Okay.
I think I will like I don't know, but I think I predict whenever a child like I don't know. I
No
will
problem.
I would like to
Hmm.
predict every
Hmm.
child's future, like because
Hmm.
we don't know our future and things what we need to do. That's why we
Hmm.
are stuck somewhere, and people youth is totally like a lot of people are unemployed because they don't have the right direction. So I would like
Hmm.
to predict for their future, every child's
Okay.
future.
Do you know anything about palmistry? Palmistry.
Mystery, no.
Okay. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
You must have seen those people. They are also like astrologers only, palmists. They read the lines of your palm, right?
Okay,
Now
okay,
you
yeah,
would
I
not, right?
heard about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So have you ever showed your hand to some palmist or some person who reads it? Have you done that? In North India, it happens quite often. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have done that. One of
Okay.
my maternal grandfather's guru, he came to us,
Hmm.
and my grandfather just asked her to read my palm. And one thing
Hmm.
is that is happening even now was true. That
Hmm.
is like I will not be able to stay at my home. I will always stay
Okay.
outside, and that is happening since 2008. And when he
My
was reading
goodness.
my hand, I was at that time I was also in 8th standard and have been living outside since 6th standard. So yeah, it's
Okay.
true.
Outside in the sense like out of your family, with your
Yeah,
family, how do you?
yeah,
Out of your family. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So since sixth standard, this is a
yes,
long time. Okay.
yeah.
It must be a good story. Okay. Please go ahead. You were saying something. So that happened, that came true. Anything, something that did not come true that that person must have told you.
No, it's true. Na, I am living outside.
No, that's fine. This thing is fine. I'm saying any other thing that that person told you apart from this that did not come true.
Mm, After that, like he was just he said just like you have a bright future and stuffs like that. And one
Hmm.
of our teachers, she
Hmm.
also read my hand, and she was like, you can study as much as you want. That is written in your destiny and kind of stuff.
Okay. Teachers also do it. This is surprising.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. You must have seen many people who follow all these things blindly. I don't think it should be believed blindly. Nothing should be believed blindly. I think you should use your sense first of all. Now, there are many people who go for solutions also, like that Nirmal Baba who came into existence. My father was a big follower of him, and we lost a lot of money because of that person. But yeah, Nirmal Baba used to say that start eating red colored chutney and green colored chutney with your samosas, and things would become better. So there are some real life examples also wherein people actually started doing it. And some astrologer tells them that do this, wear a yellow colored pant and red colored shirt, and you'll be able to meet your success destiny, whatever. So have you seen someone following these things blindly? Has someone been there in your family who did that?
A lot. I have seen a lot people, lots of people doing that because you know the pandemic and the employment and the
Hmm.
money and so many things. People just want as a magic, like they want a
Yeah.
lot of money just in
Easy
sudden, like
success.
without,
Hmm.
yeah. And there are a lot of like a confusion what to do about
Hmm.
their profession. So people start
Hmm.
business, and they when they start they go to
Hmm.
astrologer. And when
Hmm.
their student didn't get the
Hmm.
uh, don't doesn't get the job or required job, and then
Hmm.
also they visit astrologer. So it happens everywhere, and people believe blindly. So yeah.
Hmm. No,
But
that's
like,
right.
do you
Hmm.
believe in astrology?
I.
Yeah.
Mm, it is also being convenient sometimes, but mostly I don't. Like if you say, then I would say 99% I don't believe in these things. I have seen people who actually entangle into these things. You know, all these. not spirituality, that's a different thing for me, but
Yeah.
astrology and all these sciences which don't have any background, basically. How can the position of stars define what am I going to achieve in life? That I don't get, right? Obviously, I believe in that one energy that is God. I believe in that energy. But apart from that, I find it very difficult to believe. I have challenged myself time and again, but I have not got good evidence. Whenever I have to believe into
Exactly.
something, I go for evidence, but I did not find much there. Yeah,
But
somehow I
that's true.
have seen that. Mhm.
Uh, but I think there must be one thing that is important. Like everyone should know why he or she is on the earth. That is, I think, the main thing. If we
Yeah, purpose
know
of
our
life.
purpose, that would be easy
Mm-hmm.
to live and manage
Mm-hmm.
things. Like everyone goes
Yeah.
to school, everyone does the college.
Mm-hmm.
Same,
Mm-hmm.
nothing like a difference.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what that
Monotonous. Mm-hmm.
I like prefer to know about.
I actually met one person. I used to visit this. There's a famous temple in Uttarakhand, not very far away from my place.
Mhm.
It's called the Neem Karoli Baba Ashram. I think you must have heard that Steve Jobs also used to come to this place, and Mark Zuckerberg also, the founder of Facebook. These two people also visited this temple because there used to be a very famous Baba here, and his name was Neem Karoli Baba. I also believe in it. His ideology, not that he was some miraculous Baba. I don't believe in that stuff. But yeah, there are stories that he did that as well. And I have seen people who have been cured and all those things. Still I don't believe it. I think it's not true. But I believe in his in his ideologies, right? That he made many sacrifices in life. So at that place, I met a person, and that was a divine person that I met. Yeah, that was a real person only. And that person told me, I also seek this question, seek the answer for this question. And that question was, what is the purpose of my life? And
Yeah.
that person said that if you just find the purpose of your life, then you'll be wasting your life. The purpose of life is to lead a purposeful life. This is what he said. And I loved this statement. I said, okay, to lead a purposeful life is the purpose of life. So you don't have to actually stick with one thing. That if I'm born, I'm not there to become a spiritual guru or maybe a politician or maybe a dancer or whatever. Maybe I am made to do multiple things. Why do we sometimes not diversify? Why do we think that we are limited? We're not limited. Humans are unlimited, right? That is why we have unlimited approaches, unlimited thinking, different permutations and combinations. You must understand that. So
Yeah, yeah.
this is why he said that to lead, to find the purpose of life is to lead a purposeful life, and that is what has been my purpose of life. That somewhere since the morning I have to help at least 5 to 10 people every day. Helping in the sense not taking money in exchange. No, that money does not get involved there, but somehow
Mhm.
help someone. Even if this mouse is fallen down and I am seeing that some person is struggling, I would lift this mouse and give it to that person. This is
Yeah.
what I believe in, and that has made life simpler. I think finding
Yeah.
purpose becomes very confusing sometimes. I have seen that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So do you
Mhm.
believe in numerology?
No. Yeah,
No.
there's a story. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not even a person. Because there was an advocate, very famous advocate from Mumbai, who I used to teach earlier. And he has represented some famous people. I wish I could name some, but I cannot. That's confidential. But he had represented many famous people in the court of law, right? Good actors also. He was a numerologist as well. So
Okay.
because he paid me a lot of money for all the sessions, that's fine. But later on, he said that I want to do something extra for you, and he always wanted to make a numerology chart for me. And I said, no, I don't
Mhm.
want it. I am just against all these things. Still, we entered into a conscience, and he said that I would want to consensus, and I would want to make this chart for you. I said, okay, no problem. Go for it. And then he made that big chart, and he wrote. I still have it. Sometimes I get time. I have not read it completely, but first five things were complete white lies. It was nothing true, right? Because I gave him all the right information, but when he asked me some questions, I gave general answers. I did not give specific answers. And he prepared a chart which was completely untrue. And I said, it is not even 1% true. So how can I find it to be true? That tarot card reading and all this numerology, I just hate that part actually. Palmistry also, I don't find
Yeah,
it
yeah.
useful.
Tarot card reading is not trending, I think. On
No, nothing is
YouTube and
genuine.
on Instagram, all of
It's
yeah.
just your karma. Karma is the only genuine thing I think in the world. You
True.
do good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you throw into the universe, that comes back. If you throw negativity,
Exactly.
it will come back. Right?
I
As
also
we
believe
discussed, I
in
think
that.
we discussed that one day, right? We discussed it, right, in one of the
Yeah.
sessions. I think you asked that correction also. In terms of past perfect tense, I see some problems right now, frankly. That is why I kept on correcting you also somewhere. had, has, or have, where to use has, where to use have, and where to use had. If you want, we can go for a detailed discussion on that. But if I tell you in small, then had is only used in past perfect. Okay, just past perfect. Okay, or situations which could have happened, hypothetical situations. That is a different topic. But had is usually used in past perfect, and has or have is used in present perfect, right? So with he, she, it, Ram, Sham, Gansham, or whatever singular nouns are there, you are going to use has, right? And with all the others like I, we, you, they, and all the plural nouns, you will use have. Okay, HAVE. So that's the only problem. I think you know the rule, but in terms of implementation, it is happening. Just one more little thing, Rajni, I expect a little better from you in terms of making statements. If I ask you the same question the second time, you'll see a refined answer, a more refined answer. That is for sure, right? So that is why whenever you are making a statement, try to upgrade yourself also. How would you do that? By reading books, maybe that's one thing, or listening to some speeches. Just listen to some speeches in the coming few days. Listen to this one speech, because I have written an example here. Like you were saying that for everything you have to work hard and all those things. For that, you could have said this statement that yes, these things are true. Astrology is good, but there are no free lunches in the world. There are no free lunches in the world. It is a statement that many people make, more like an idiom. It means nothing comes for free, right? For that, you can use this sentence. Now, if in place of nothing comes for free, if you use a statement, it seems upgraded, right? It seems a better statement. It sends a better impact in your statement, right?
Yeah.
So these are little things that you need to improve. I think you should now stop resting on your laurels. Rest on your laurels means stop resting on your past achievements. Go for new things now. So how did I use it? Rest on your laurels. I read it recently, and now I'm giving myself opportunities wherein I can use this idiom. Laurels means achievements. Rest on laurels means a person who rests on past achievements. Now it's time that you don't rest on your laurels. Now you have to upgrade yourself. Shift your gear, right? Again, I did not say upgrade yourself. I said shift your gear. In the second time, it is coming very well. But how would it come the first time? That is what you have to work upon. Okay. I think that's it from my side. And this session is for 15 minutes only, right?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, fine. So it was nice meeting. I hope you also enjoyed it and would look forward to meet you. Okay. Take care then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.